Questlove, bro, like, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I think he's off a little bit.
I don't know about that one. Oh, because how do you say it's not about skill when we heard a lot of skill, at least from one side that I know about? I heard skill on one side, right? I heard skill on one side.
It was skill on both sides, just different type of skill.
Dead in Hip Hop Conversations, man. You already know who it is. Your boy FIFO 24/7 here with the whole crew plus a special guest. Now, this ain't just your regular special guest. You know what I'm saying? If you live in Atlanta, you should know about Hot 107.9. We got Jay Nix in the house.
Yeah, for sure. One of the original Dirty Boys.
Yes, sir.
They know that shit from the Dirty Boys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Like what y'all boys doing, first of all.
Appreciate
you know,
it.
So I had to come in here and show some love, but I also wanted to get my issue out because, 50 years of hip hop. You know, as I know it's a hip hop show, so we got a big concert coming up, like Lotto, Key Glock, Killer Mike, Honcho, Bossman D-Lo, T Grizzly, Rob 09, Famous Sally YB, Beat King, saluting the Camp, they legendary record label in Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Just big dogs. They had the mixtapes. Yeah, Camp Record Store, you know what I'm saying? DJ Monte and that boy Boosie Badass, first time on that big stage in Atlanta.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can't wait to
This
see
is
him.
first time on.
I think, from my understanding, I've been. It's my 18th birthday bash. So
Damn.
yeah,
I'm
I
surprised.
haven't seen him.
I'm
I've seen
shocked
everybody but
he
Boosie.
haven't done that yet.
He probably came out with somebody else, but I don't think like he had his own set.
Like his own set. Got you.
Yeah, Key Glock's gonna be dope.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he is.
They going crazy.
I mess with Key
Fuck with
Glock.
Key Glock.
Yeah.
But
Hey, Rod, you remember DJ Monte, bro?
I do remember that. Yeah.
I do remember that. Food mixes, man.
Hey man, that's throwback, bro.
right. But talking about Boosie and a couple of other hip hop legends have an issue with how and why this Drake versus Kendrick rap beef started and where it went and where the dust has settled. So just to give you guys a little bit of backstory, Questlove has been very, very busy on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely getting his thoughts off. So obviously I'm gonna give you the condensed version. He just feels like this battle had no substance because it wasn't about skill. It was just about mudslinging, right? Throwing dirt on other people's names. And then obviously we see where we are with all of the allegations toward Drake and stuff like that. Also, we have Lazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony talking about he understands he grew up with rap beef and this, that, and the third, but he doesn't think that is good for hip hop. We also have Boosie, where he was out and about in a casino and somebody, you know what I'm saying, with a chick came up to him and asked him about the rap beef. And he was like, bro, like, you asking me about two other niggas when you got a bad chick on your arm. Like, that's what you need to focus on, right? So obviously we got a whole bunch of people in hip hop that feel a certain type of way. I'm gonna throw it out there and say, I think they all wrong.
Oh.
I think they're all wrong.
Okay.
From the beginning of this beef, I said it was good for hip hop.
All right.
When you look at the numbers, when you look at the profits, when you look at everything, the media coverage, right? Like us as we're entertainers, but I always say we entertain the entertainers, right? Like we're not out here rapping and stuff. We just speak our piece. We cover hip hop, right? Our numbers are up. Everybody's numbers are up. So how is it bad for hip hop, especially in the arena where if Kendrick obviously felt the type of way about the things that are happening with Drake that people may not have known, and this is the arena that they are in, what's the problem with making music about it and just leaving it where it is when it ends?
I like what Lazy Bone had to say in regards to like wanting to see them come together. You know, they have performed together before, and they
Early
they had issues. And they just aren't able to kind of mend the fences right now, and they just had to settle it in the way that they know how. But I feel where he's coming from, referring back to when he was growing up and that connection he had to
NWA.
He referenced NWA and all the other stuff.
Big and Pac.
Yeah. It was different back then.
Yeah,
like
it was.
there were real consequences when you had these type of situations pop up. So I feel where Lazy Bone is coming from, like in regard, like looking back and holding on to that and not really adjusting a little bit to where we are now. And how this one all played out to where, well, I can't even say that. The Weeknd out there allegedly shooting up spots. Somebody got shot, so it did turn violent. So I feel him to that degree. But Questlove, bro, like, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I think he's off a little bit.
I don't know about that one. Oh, because how do you say it's not about skill when we heard a lot of skill, at least from one side that I know about.
Uh-oh.
I heard skill on one side, right? I heard skill on one side.
It was skill on both sides, just different type of skills.
Okay.
So who did you go? I'm clearly thinking you're saying Kendrick.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But Drake, at the end of the day, them Drake songs still jamming.
Which one?
Both of them.
You said you had a plural on that.
No, wait. Family Matters is jamming. No, 50. The 50 record jamming, the first one he dropped, and Family Members, both push-ups, both of them jamming.
Family members.
They're jamming records.
Like
Fuck the beef. If I would hear that song, I would play it in the club. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like everybody just draked out. And I think it's really turned into a brown skin, light skin thing. You know, that's what I think for real. Because it's like, we finally got a black man to win. We're gonna stick with Kendrick, but them Drake songs are jamming. Like, and honestly, I like Kendrick's song, but I think the first two Drake songs, the 50 push-ups and Family Matters is just as good. It's Not Like Us.
You skipped TaylorMade though.
Yeah.
You didn't say nothing about the TaylorMade joint though. The AI joint.
I don't think nobody
right.
Nah.
Everybody, they skip over that every time.
It's not even listed as in the beef. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I told y'all before, man. I really didn't want to see it go this far. Like I felt like you know, it's been entertaining and everything, but I mean, I feel him to a certain extent. I'm like kind of on the fence with it. I do think we got some good material out of it. We got some good raps out of it.
Entertainment.
Yeah, it was entertainment, and that's what hip hop is, right? You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment. I mean, people rap about all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Outside of this beef, it's been way worse shit said
100%.
outside of this beef. So you just focusing.
I don't know. This beef was pretty.
I don't know, man. But
I would whoop some ass.
Skeeting on your baby mama sleep.
Yeah, swing back, man. Swing back. He's kicking your ass. Swing back, please. But I think the thing with hip hop now, this beef is not as like intense because we got social media. So I feel like back then you really had to do some research, or one of your partners had to tell you something about your girl that this man had said. It was really a trade, but now you can look up everything on the internet. Like, everybody posting everything. So if you want to, you know what I mean?
And I'm glad that you brought that up because with Lazy Bone, right, back then, when especially with the Tupac and Biggie, the media controlled the narrative, right? They drove the beef because a lot of that tension that was magically there was created by the media. It wasn't necessarily created by Biggie and Pop. Where now in 2024, the narrative is controlled by the artists themselves. You know, like, hey, if Kendrick dropped something on IG or on Twitter or whatever, that came directly from him. So can't nobody skew what it was. Now, going back to what you were saying, because I definitely agree. I think Family Matters was the best Drake joint. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it, especially the second beat. Like, that was my joint. However, I feel that when Meet the Grams came out less than an hour after that, it just took the wind out of that.
You know, it was the fact that he dropped so fast. Like, damn. Was you in the studio waiting for this? You know what I'm saying?
He was
like, we
ready.
didn't even enjoy Family Matters. Like, it was like, oh shit, okay, bet Drake is back, and then it's like, oh shit, what the fuck?
This man made a track talking about his family.
Exactly,
The whole track. And wrote a letter to him. And talked to him pretty nicely too. Man, that's what
That's what I was like. Yeah.
You know,
like, respectfully. You know what I'm saying?
I think that track and of course Family Matters lead a little bit to what Questlove is saying about the mudslinging. Where they putting out all kind of accusations. Like, this man basically rebranded Drake into like this pedophile, right? He rebranded the whole fan base. Like, you know, so from now on, this is what people that don't like Drake will all
then they control him.
Yeah. Now they can look at him, you know, to the point where they were alleging the man left the country, which isn't true. But I think the mudslinging part is accurate, but at the same time, we've had it before.
Yes, Jay and Nas, you know, it happened before. Cannabis and LL Cool J. Like, it's been some mudslinging before in these battles at some point. It's part of it.
I think Drake's career gonna be alright though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just not like he didn't get 50 Cent, Ja Rule. It's not that scenario. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Drake will be alright. You know, like I said,
think so too.
It's up to him. I think it's up to him. Like, whether
if he keep producing, he got writers. We know he got writers. You know what I'm saying? He's out there. He got writers.
Right.
But everybody has writers. I don't know why everybody confused about that. Everybody got writers. Even if Kanye, when he was producing stuff and he used to have maybe somebody sing one note in a song, you get credit as a writer.
Right.
So what's the difference? So, great song.
It's song structure and things like that.
So let me ask you this, right? Being an original Dirty Boy, you said how many birthday bashes you did?
18.
18 of them.
The first birthday bash I remember is when T.I. got out of jail and nobody thought T.I. was gonna come.
Yeah, that's right.
In the jail suit.
I remember
and he did
that.
Lil Flip. Has everybody seen Lil Flip?
Get his ass on the stage.
Tell him bring it punk ass to the stage. Look, Flip, I heard you in the house. Bring your punk ass to the stage.
We'll bring him to the stage.
Has anybody?
We'll bring him to the
Has
stage.
anybody seen Lil Flip lately?
We'll bring him to the stage.
You got?
We'll
Anybody
bring him to the
seen Lil
stage.
Flip lately?
We'll bring him to the stage.
Yeah. That was disrespectful too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they had a beef too. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So with what Kendrick said about Atlanta rappers and how Drake colonized, right, and kind of abused some of the Atlanta rappers. I agree with you. I agree with what Kendrick said. Do you think that Drake can still jump in the Atlanta bag of hip hop artists for features?
Yes.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you? It's Drake.
So
Drake can do birthday bash right now.
Yes.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's different though. That's different.
I'm talking about being about, bro.
Right. They ain't
Just
gonna,
because.
they ain't gonna say, they ain't gonna scream OV ho.
Man,
They might.
but what I'm saying is Atlanta is ignorant.
I'm telling
but I don't
you.
think Drake is gonna still be Drake.
But I'm saying, like, do you still think that like 21's gonna feature with him, Future's gonna feature with him, like?
I think 21, because 21 mentioned the him Metro Boomin beef. He was like, both of them my brothers, so they got to figure it out. So obviously he's still cool
He's
with
in the
Drake.
middle.
They be saying
It's
Drake is
business
brother.
at the end of the day. Like that, certain things like that ain't my, you know what I'm saying? That ain't my thing. But I mean, we all know. And I used to do music with Future. You know what I'm saying? I was in for Dirty Sprite 1. I'm on 1000. Featured on 1000 as an artist. As Stewie Rock, the artist. But like with Drake and Future, he didn't do Tony Montana. I could tell you the stories of why Drake got on certain records. DJ Drama was a lot of the reason why Drake got on a couple records. Like told him what was hot in Atlanta. I remember for a fact it was between Rich Homie Quan and Migos Versace. For that one birthday bash he came out, and which one he should get on because he was gonna get on one of those songs, and he chose Versace.
Versace, yep.
That's crazy.
He was never in none of the videos.
And Migos.
Yeah.
was-
You get a verse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal your flow on the next 4 songs.
Right.
But reality is that Migos used to come to Club Mansion all the time. And I don't even think they was paying them then. They just giving them bottles possibly. So you go from making $1,500 to your next show after Drake drops Versace with you to $10,000 a show.
Right.
You won.
You out. Yeah.
Look, rap my shit if you want to. Appreciate it, bro.
You out of here.
You know what I mean? So it's just like I think he's gonna be fine. I mean, all it takes is a new artist. These kids don't care no more.
Yeah, like 4 bats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me jump on that.
Yeah. So he'll be all right.
Beezy, how you feel about the legends talking?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Lazy and Boozy, I think they really coming from a street perspective of it because they probably seen some real shit happen through beef. Just like Lazy, like I said, Lazy talking about, even Bone had the issue with 3-6. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the mid 90s. So that probably could have led to some bad shit. They was like in the same room together. So I think Lazy and Boozy, they just speaking from real shit that happened in real life off of hip hop beef. So I think that's why they saying what they saying. But like, I mean, come on, this has been competitive since the beginning. I mean, the beginning has been dirt on these MCs. They've been saying about each other whenever they making they battle songs, and we'd be like, "Ooh, damn!" Like, I mean, come on, hit them up. I mean, come on, like, what's what can be more disrespectful than hit them up?
Make sure your kids won't.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. So
that's a direct threat, man.
Yes.
Like, what we talking about?
And I guess, and unfortunately, it just comes from a devil. It can't end up. We end up losing to iconic rappers. So I can see why Lazy would say what he say. You know what I'm saying?
But that was a different type of beef though.
It
was
like hit him up was like
He said die slow.
Yeah,
it
was different
Hit 'em up
back then, bro. It was different back then.
And then you believed everything Pac said. Like I haven't seen a whole lot of beef like I'm gonna kill you. Like I'm really when I see you, it's like that. Like it's really like that. You believe him. That you believe.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, that was different.
Questlove said hit him up don't count because he was rapping over a Quiet Storm beat.
Over what?
He said a Quiet Storm beat. Yeah. Said a little jazzy little beat, bro.
If people still singing that song to this day, evidently it must be some type of impact. Quest didn't like the beat or didn't like the way it sounded.
He was
That's
talking
on
about
him.
he was talking about the beat. I think he said something about the mixing and stuff like that. It was like
that's fine, But I'm not gonna get on him like I would on Vlad because I'm like, okay, Quest been about this culture for 30, almost 40 years.
It's just a weird position for him to kind of take. Like I understand the mudslinging and I understand that part. I don't get the skill part. But then to come after hit him up, like that's kind of weird, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
hit him up was. I feel like that's the best diss record I've ever heard in my life. Like
that's the bar. I feel like that's the bar. Like if you don't meet that or go beyond that, then it's like your diss record didn't really have the impact. Like I just feel like that was the bar that was set.
But was it set because Pac was saying like the truth and I think it was more the emotion. It made me feel like, oh man, like I fucked your bitch. Why would you say that to him? Nigga, whoop his ass.
You start the
Bitch,
song
he
off
fight,
with that.
like,
You start the
off
song off with
you
it.
already know what type of energy you on.
Yeah.
So I think that's just ain't no beefs been like that.
Yeah.
They really wanted to get at each other. Like the rest of these beefs, I feel like it's like, okay, we just
He
rapping to
said,
each other.
this man said, I fucked your bitch. And then he said, first off, fuck your bitch. And click
claim.
like, bruh. Damn.
Out the gate. Out the gate.
Yeah, out the gate.
You can't smack that.
I wanted to go more into like what Boosie was saying, right? Because he said, I never seen so many men excited to see men tear each other down through music. Did you mention that? That he said that?
I didn't necessarily
Yeah.
paraphrase that.
How y'all feel about that part? Like, do y'all feel like
I didn't look at it as tearing down. I think, well, now that everything is over, it's we have two gladiators competing on a grand stage, you know, for the number one spot.
Yeah.
And you saw a lot of different moves play out, you know, with Drake with the Family Matters video and crushing the van, you know, Kendrick with the leaks, Drake saying that all the shit was planted, and then all the after effects. So there was a lot that went into it, plus social media and stuff like that. So it's just like, who is the best in this game? That's why I don't agree with the skill thing, because we saw skill on a lot of different levels.
Yeah, we did.
Drake is really good at social and memeing and stuff like that. We saw him kind of outplayed in that area. And I think people really wanted to see these two guys just go at it.
Because it's been
Song
brewing
from
for 10
song.
years.
Yeah,
It's been brewing for the last 10
Like,
years.
how often do we get something like that?
Yeah. The top two people in hip hop going at each other. We've outside of Biggie and Pac, we have not seen two people at the height in their prime.
And Kendrick don't
Jay and
drop
Nas.
music. We got
What was I about to say? What about Jay and Nas?
Jay and Nas, you know, so it's happened before.
50 and Ja. You don't think so? Ja was doing his
killing
thing.
it.
Like he was Drake before Drake was Drake.
But he wasn't
100%.
considered like
the top,
like the
hip hop
top guy.
But he was
Like,
hot.
he was up
He was
there.
hot. Yeah, he was hot.
hot.
He was up
He was
there.
hot. And 50
But
was
he wasn't able to battle back though. That was the issue with that. Like I don't remember him actually being able to battle back.
well, he dropped a song.
Yeah, but he didn't have the level of
I don't even remember that shit.
Because I remember he talked about M, didn't he?
Yeah,
like M's daughter or some shit like that.
It was some shit like that.
It wasn't
But
memorable.
again,
Yeah,
like
it
all
wasn't
the shit 50 was doing, like it just decimated this man.
50
career.
decimated him.
Yeah,
But going back to what Boosie said, man, like
Yeah.
outside looking in, like just taking kind of like a bird's view of everything that transpired, I don't feel that people wanted one person or the other to tear them down. I just think that everybody was here for the music, at least for the most part. Now, I'm not saying, 100% of people was here for the music, but I think for the most part, people were. At least I know that was my position for it.
I think that a lot of people were. I remember being in the club when it dropped, and I had made a post like, "Damn, Kendrick fight back." And I said, "Yeah, Kendrick fight back." It was like, he already did. He just dropped. I'm like, what? I'm in the club working. Like, let me look. Let me listen. Go outside. Like, people was outside listening to it, and some DJs was like, something else dropped. Just played it in the club.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, everybody was waiting on it.
And see, I didn't look at it as tearing down because sports analogy coming in.
Okay, go ahead.
So I looked at it like when you see Prime T Mac going against Prime Kobe. Like it was just like one of those. Like, oh shit,
Yeah.
here we go. Like they, T Mac hit one with the whoop whoop. Here come Kobe coming around with the whoop. It's just like that's
It's
how,
like when Ant-Man was talking shit to KD.
like that. It's just like I want to see that. I want to see that competition. I don't think they, I don't really consider it like tearing each other down because, like Kim mentioned, it's like a glad. It's a sport. Like this is what you in here for.
And it's rap. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's not
Yeah.
like a direct, like I'm calling you up like
Exactly.
bitch nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, it's not like that.
Yeah.
But
Do you think the battle rap scene has because the battle rap culture is so big now that maybe it kind of waters down the beef a little bit where it's not as dangerous? Because even when battle rappers be saying some fucked up shit,
No, they be
Yeah,
some
yeah, for
crazy
sure.
shit.
they dig for
Yeah.
fucked up shit.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So I feel like after we getting that all the time, it's like even if Drake or Kendrick did say some fucked up shit, it's like,
light.
oh, that's normal.
Yeah, this is light
Right.
work. This is light work in comparison to like battle rap.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I think at the end of the day, I agree with you, Beezy. Like I said, I don't think people wanted for people to tear each other down. We was here more so for the music. But if you got skeletons in your closet and we at war, it's all fair.
Yeah, I think if a lot of the fans that were listening to the songs were consumers of battle rap, it probably was.
It probably was like,
for them.
whack.
It was like,
yeah. I saw a lot of battle rappers like, it was all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, they used to really dropping some, like all the gun bars, all that type of stuff.
Stuff you really want to,
Yeah,
you want to
yeah.
body slam them.
Right.
Some stuff
Right.
they be saying.
Yeah, we
Real
seen the difference
creative.
between rappers and battle rappers. That's why Joe Budden retired. Like he couldn't battle
Yeah,
rap.
yeah.
Like that's a whole different thing. And that's the reason why also battle rappers don't make good songs.
Never.
That's a whole different arena. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Yeah. I want to talk about one last thing he said. He said, "Do y'all really want one of these great artists' career done because they lost a rap battle?" He said, "Do y'all want all of what they have done for hip hop overshadowed by the rap beef? They talking about children, baby mamas, dirt, fiancés, molestation, pedophiles, etc. Shit then got real." He said, "I hope y'all don't think these artists and crews shaking heads and smiling. When they see each other, nobody's gonna be safe the next artist's city. Not to mention when other artists start picking sides and getting involved, that's when shit gets serious." So that was his closing statements on it.
I think he got a couple of good points there. If I was Drake, I would try to avoid California.
Of course. Them Canadians pretty cruel up there too.
Yeah.
Them Canadians ain't no fools.
Yeah. Right. So there's hoods in Toronto too, but that part, yes. But tearing the other person's career down, or decimating that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Kendrick is still gonna have a career.
Drake gonna still have a career.
Drake's still gonna have a career. So I think they're gonna be fine there. Smut was dropped on their name. It is what it is, but people bounce back. You know what I'm saying? So the violence piece is a thing. Obviously, we've seen it with Drake's bodyguard getting shot. It can be a thing, but I'm not necessarily worried about
from Kendrick. We don't know.
Yeah.
That could be some Toronto gangsters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what they were saying. It was unrelated. Allegedly to the Weeknd thing. But do I want to see Kendrick's career ended because of that? No, and I'm glad it wasn't. But
or do you want to see Drake's career ended?
Hey man,
So was this a nail in the
Drake gonna
coffin?
be all right, man.
Was this the nail in the coffin for Drake?
we'll see. We'll see what this EP does that he dropped. He trying to put out new music, bro.
Who?
Drake. Yeah, if that's
He
real.
He need to chill.
Yeah, I would take
he
a
gotta
little
drop
break.
it out.
I would take a little break.
Yeah, he got to chill.
He got to let that settle a little
I
bit.
don't know, bro. He got to get back in.
So you think he need to release
something?
something now?
He's gonna try. He said new music coming out this summer.
Like they're still spinning on top like that on the radio.
With Drake?
Not like that, but the new one.
Not Like Us. Yes.
That's still high on
They
the
spinning
radio.
that shit
Look,
crazy,
because
bro.
I said I just got a rental, so I didn't even connect my phone, bro. I heard Not Like Us in 30 minutes. Look, in a 30-minute window, I heard it 4 times.
They're playing out like Us.
They're playing, and then
But
Euphoria.
that's the only thing. I don't. Yeah, we added Euphoria too. Even though I say y'all was weird, I was like, 'cause my boss is a white guy. You know what I'm saying? My program director is a white guy from Memphis. He's dope, super dope. Been in hip hop for a long time. But I'm like, you don't like Drake? Why you had Kendrick? You had 2 Kendrick records and you ain't put not one Drake this record in? Not one? They hating on Drake because I feel like they hating on him because he been on top for so long. and they can tell like Drake would jump on your song, steal your style, but he also will make you rich. So it's a win. Kendrick, would he have this #1 if it wasn't for him dissing Drake?
He would have a number 1.
Win.
He's had number 1s before.
Ken, he challenging
He's had
you.
number 1
Challenge.
before.
I mean, he on the radio. I don't know if he want. He on the radio.
I don't know if too many times Kendrick been up there like that. Honestly,
I mean, Drake is
If
the
I'm not mistaken,
megastar
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
You know, Kendrick takes his time. You know,
And that's not Kendrick bag anyway.
I understand,
he's not
but
shooting for #1.
I do agree that the battle with Drake created a lot of attention. You know, for Kendrick.
Oh yeah.
You know, probably got him some new fans. You know,
Of course.
if I'm Drake, I'm throwing that. That's one I'm throwing out there. If I was still
I
battling,
want to tell him
course.
this. Tell me thank you.
yeah,
That
for
should
real.
have
Congratulations.
That's what should have been in the Heart Part 6, right? We talked about it on D365 Reviews. It's a whole nother channel we got. Go subscribe. But I talked about it where I felt Heart Part 6 should have been Drake big boying Kendrick. Like, oh yeah, you want to talk about Atlanta? Ask him how much money they made off of me. You know what I'm saying? Like he should have did that.
Should have big homie him.
He should have big homied him. Like that's what the Heart should have
And
been.
you do good if you drop a right song right now too. He could have did that. You drop a good song. You
Yeah.
can go
Oh,
number
you
1
can
too.
do it. Yeah.
That's what I would have did. Like,
But talking about the numbers, Ken, and this is about a week or so ago now, but Kendrick's streaming numbers are up 49%, which equated to about 55 million streams a day or something, or not a day, I don't know, 55 million streams. Drake was down 5%, but it was still 100 million streams.
Yeah.
So he's still doubling Kendrick.
He's gonna be fine, man.
Yeah,
Drake is gonna
like
be
so from a
okay.
commercial perspective, like this didn't a negative 5%. It's still 100 million.
Drake can make a sad song, how his feelings hurt about the stuff that came out. He gonna win. Girls gonna be like, "Oh, Drake, you're not a pedophile." You didn't do anything. It's lies. Like they gonna make excuse for it like they do with everybody else.
So how do y'all feel, man? Y'all already know what it is. The conversation after the conversation is in the comment section. So like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with one other person, and we'll catch you. We out. Peace.